All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Menu Heroes Digest. Woo!
We're kawaii.
No, that's not us.
But we're starting off with something super cute. We're starting off with something super, absolutely adorable.
My shirt.
And I'm...
It's an axolotl wrapped in Christmas lights.
That's close.
Your shirt is cool.
Well,
And we'll tell you what is so cute when we get back from the intro. Alright, so we got quite a lineup of stories today.
Yes, we have. And firstly, I apologize for there being a week delay of stuff. It's
I had my little cousin in town.
Yeah.
And it was just a full house. We went and saw Thor, Love and Thunder. Loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good. I understand some people's criticisms, but I thought overall it was a great movie.
I do enjoy it. I do think it's not as good as Ragnarok.
It's not.
And I will say this is people certainly there's been stories about VFX artists being rushed and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like this one felt the most rushed. All right,
especially one of the scenes towards the end. I think you know which one I'm talking about.
I mean, yes, that, but also a few shots that I've been going around lines saying this movie cost $200 million. You know, those images.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
I will say, one of the scenes, the one where they're on that one planet, I thought it was gorgeous.
Oh, I mean, there's...
shadows.
Well, obviously, there are great visuals in this.
But also poor ones.
You can see where the $200 million went to. Or, obviously, this and many various projects throughout Hollywood and throughout the movie industry have suffered a lot because of COVID. And we need to remember that, okay? That COVID is just not a thing that just stopped happening or it no longer happened. But, it has affected so many things. It's going to affect things coming forward. And, guys, it's still around.
Remember, we in the elite were in the same boat.
Yeah, it's...
But no, COVID affected it.
Yep.
And a lot of that money goes to paying the actors.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the big-name actors.
Yep. And cast and crew, also.
Yeah.
But
mostly the actors.
I will say, though, that... if you need extra time to make sure the effects look good, give it more time. Yeah, we have plenty. We've already had a lot of movies and shows coming from Marvel and from Disney. If you need some extra time to make some things work and fix things, take your time. That's all I'll say. And also treat your artists with respect and don't overwork them to death.
Start treating them with respect.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay. Moving on.
Speaking of respect, Kirby is back at it.
Kirby, he's the one.
This time it's a 4-player competition to see who can gobble up the most strawberries.
Yes, it is not Mario Party, but it's not really Kirby Party. It has some platforming elements, but also some mini games to it.
It's a Kirby mini game.
Okay.
It's Super Kirby Ball.
All right. I ain't complaining.
Kirby Dream Buffet is it's a dream buffet. You run across the course and you collect strawberries. You see who can collect the most, and as Kirby is, it's cute.
You know, I try not to use hyperbole a lot. I try and give things a fair shake, pointing some good, some bad. This thing was the cutest thing I have seen in a long time. Everything about it just made me want to go, aww, and it's I like Kirby. I've never been a huge Kirby fan, but it's I want this. This is super delightful.
And it's springing in... Never mind. My soda almost exploded.
Okay. I was about to say, what are you going to say? How are you going to ruin the mood, Steven? How do you ruin the mood?
Oh, if you have your phone on you, I'll send it to you and tell you how to ruin the mood.
Oh, of course you would. Alright, what do you got? What do you got for me?
You're welcome. Subscribe to our Patreon if you want to see what I sent him.
DeviantArt!
Oh my god. Anyway, there's no set due date. no set release date,
Yes.
and no set price. I'm thinking, by the looks of it, I can't imagine this being a $60 game. I mean, it looks cute and all and fun.
Yeah.
But $60 seems like it'd be a bit much. It seems more like the Kirby Clash games, like those little mini games they released.
But aren't there some games coming out in like $39.99? Would you say that's more fair?
It's been a little bit since I've seen the trailer. But
Okay.
maybe.
I mean, well, again, it's like maybe it'll start off cheap, but it may go. When I saw the trailer, the very ending said, "Download now, download the eShop, the Nintendo eShop." There's a part of me that thinks that maybe this is going to be free to play, and that they'll like add more levels, add more mini games later on. Is what my brain went
Cosmetics.
to. Yeah,
I could very well see them doing that.
Have like the various like Waddle Dees be playable characters. The Meta Knight be a playable character maybe at some point, not right away, but soon.
All right, so let's talk about some more cute things.
Cute but evil.
Okay, so
Not cats, but something even worse. Surprisingly. Look,
I don't like the implication that cats are
let me
bad.
just say, let me give you context.
Racist.
Okay, my mom loves cats. I grew up with a lot of cats. Okay, I'm not a cat racist. Okay, I know a lot of cats.
The cats love me.
Easily the second best species of all time.
Grab him by the kitten.
But no, I say that, I know cats, but I know how vicious they can be.
They can be pretty vicious, and if they get mad at you, they'll pee on your stuff.
They peed on every VHS and DVD I owned.
No matter how good they are, if you make them mad, they might pee on your stuff.
I don't remember even making them mad. They would just
mad.
like look at me while peeing on my VHS and DVDs.
They're like, "See this?
Yeah.
This is your life."
Yeah, this is what we think of your movies, Jordan.
Anyway, NFTs. You love them? No, you don't.
No, they piss on you. They just piss all over the internet.
That's all the
That's
cursing
what internet.
we can
That's what
use.
NFTs do to me.
That's all the cursing we can do this episode.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, it's a Pokemon clone called Axie Infinity.
Yep.
And it was a quote play-to-earn gaming scam.
At least they admitted it. At least they admitted it.
No, it's what Kotaku put.
Okay,
I doubt they called it a scam.
Yeah, we're
oversight.
Kotaku shills here, all right? They paid for all this, and they're
We're
paying.
liberal scum. What do you expect? Anyway, it went from being a play-to-earn game to being hacked, and now they're out $540 million in cryptocurrency, which amounts to like nothing in the real world.
I am shocked, Steven. A crypto NFT plan going horribly wrong and investors losing their money? Like, when has that ever happened? And when have we ever talked about that on the show?
Well, who knows? You can check out the playlist over there for all our mini hero videos.
We got.
So, basically, it was a Pokemon Neopet Hearthstone kind of thing. I don't know. I borrowed mechanics.
I have played one of those things.
I have never played Axie Infinity. I would never have played it.
Yeah.
But the animals do look kind of cute. I will admit that. It was turning a huge profit when fresh players poured their time and money into it. And then too many people joined it, so they had to improve the systems, and they skimped out on security. And basically, they got hacked because they got spearphished. That's where somebody sends you an official-looking email, and they get your information. It's called spearphishing because it specifically targets one person instead of a bunch of people. So, a senior engineer on Axie Infinity was approached by these fellow scammers about a job opportunity. So they sent them an email. Well, they actually, the way they did this was pretty ingenious. They went to them through LinkedIn, so it looks official. They applied to that job. They held multiple rounds of interviews, which is something they actually do in the tech industry. And then they made a job offer that included an extremely generous compensation package. And this was in a PDF file, which is also industry standard.
Yeah.
My offer letter came in a PDF file. Problem is, PDF files are containers, meaning you can put stuff in them, including spyware. So, the scammers were able to scam the scammers, and they lost millions of dollars. Well,
over
theoretical
$500 million. Well, yes, theoretically. Well, unfortunately, like, yeah, my godmother, she's not into crypto or NFT, but something similar happened when she had issues with her Amazon Prime account.
Oh, no.
Yeah, basically, like, I don't know if this got news or anything, but it was, like, she had it first started off with issues with, like, she had real technical issues with her Amazon Prime account, and the website she tried going under, no, actually, I think it was, like, she wanted to watch things on Amazon Prime, and she was trying to click on, like, a link, either on her computer or on her phone, to try and, like, hook up Amazon Prime, and it had to be played on her TV. Unfortunately, the link she played led to a spyware website, and in, like, the phone number for that website, that is somebody talking about her of, like, how much money she had to pay to, like, really upgrade it. Thankfully, she figured it out. It was all a scam, and she alerted the authorities about this. But that stuff is real. That is a real danger. All right? That is, you know.
Like, you have got to be careful when you're searching for Google Chrome from any browser, because a lot of the time the top ads are malware. And people will click on them thinking it's the legitimate thing. It looks like the legitimate thing, but it's not the legitimate thing.
Yeah. That's why, like, I never click on the ads. I always scroll down and see what is, like, the first official www, thing. And even then, that's not 100% a guarantee. So you just gotta be careful.
Be careful out there, folks.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's ready for some GTA 6?
We've been waiting for a long time.
Yep.
Been waiting for a real long time, but hey, we'll take another remaster for the next console.
Of course, that's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about Red Dead Online. Yeah! It won't get big updates as Rockstar shifts to GTA 6.
Yeah.
Rockstar recently revealed, or did you want to do this?
You go ahead.
Alright, so they had a blog post that they released on the 7th, which was like more than a week ago. Oopsie. That they laid out plans for GTA Online and Red Dead Online. GTA Online, they're still going full steam ahead. They talked a lot about it. They talked a little about RDO, and basically announced that it's slowing down. It's no longer a priority.
Yeah.
They are moving more development resources to their GTA series in general, and supposedly they've canceled, like, for example, plans for future remasters in order to free up resources. Future remasters of what? I don't know. I never read the article.
I mean, certainly not like the Definitive Edition, I'll tell you that right now.
Oh yeah, GTA 4 remaster.
Yeah.
And Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you play Red Dead Online like my friend John does, you can still play it, but there's not going to be any major updates coming out.
Yeah, it really is. Just if you just want, either you want to experience it the first time, or if you just want to just maintain whatever's going on. I've only played one of the Red Dead games. I think it was on the zombie version. Zombie mode. So that was fun.
I played that one the opening minutes, and then I got bored. But I probably would have played it more if now.
Yep.
All right, I'll let you take this one. because you care more
Alrighty,
about it than I
so
do.
folks, we live in an interesting time.
Oh,
It's
not so bad.
it's the year 2022, which already sounds like a crazy futuristic sci-fi year, but we're weirdly enough keep focusing in on stuff from the 80s. You know, Stranger Things being as big of a hit as it ever has been, and the song "Running Up That Hill" by Kate Bush is a massive hit. Freaking Top Gun, a sequel to Top Gun, is like one of the biggest movies in the world right now. Like it's just crazy, like how much the 80s have just come back. And it seemed like a few years ago the 80s were back for a while, and we're just going back to memory lane of like franchises we missed, and then we got sick of it because most of the reboots were terrible. But video games are like, oh no, we ain't done with the 80s. Oh no, we got a new way to bring the 80s back, and that's with sorry, I had the name of the company, with like Nakon Games and the publisher announcing not only a Robocop game but also a Terminator game coming. Well, definitely the Robocop game is definitely coming in 2023. I think they've said yet about when the Terminator game is coming out, but Robocop Rogue City has already gotten a trailer available, and it's fine.
It's Robocop.
Well, it's like it's a first-person shooter. And I'd first think, like, wait, Robocop, he's got a cool design. It's a cool-looking robot dude. Why would you not want to see the robot dude? But at the same time, it's a whole thing in the movies where, like, you look at they show you his point of view sometimes. There's, like, the cool scanner and, like, the targeting system and everything. So, yeah, it would make sense you would do a first-person shooter based on that aesthetic and that feel to it. But, other than that, it does look like what you would think of a Robocop. But, as for Terminator Survival Project, that only had like maybe 7 minutes of footage, and it's just like
minutes or seconds?
No, 7 seconds. Sorry. Oh wow, I time is dilating and just fluxing and all kinds of weird things. But no, like if that was just purely 7 minutes of just the of like the it really is just 7 seconds of just the Terminator. Not even like Arnold Schwarzenegger or the other revealed Terminators they've had in the past. And it just shows that the skeleton of the Terminator, of a Terminator, a T-800, just walking into a building, and there's fire in the background, and just the music dun 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 dun. That's it. Just like
actually,
hey,
it was 20 seconds.
It felt like 9.
Oh,
okay.
We went from 7 to 9. We've reached a consensus, folks.
There was hardly anything in that teaser. Okay, okay, fine, I'll take it. All right. I'm just saying, it's like It
was not a lot.
It was not a whole lot.
I just watched it. It was not a lot.
And the reason why, like, I always try to be optimistic, and I try to give things a fair shake. But this reminds me of when Sega and Gearbox were really, like, going gun-ho into the Alien franchise. Even though, like, the last Alien movie was, like, Alien Resurrection. Like, the Prometheus and Alien Covenant had not come out yet. And those movies are rather divisive. I like Prometheus. Alien Covenant is alright. But, as I said, like, the Alien franchise is a very spotty franchise. But there is some fun ideas to doing a game based on those Alien films. And, unfortunately, what we got was frickin' Alien Colonial Marines. So, all I gotta say is, Nacon, you can only go up from that game, but still, be warned. If you do match something as bad as Colonial Marines, the fans will eat you alive. Don't think about them bringing you dead or alive. They will just bring you in dead. Alright? Because you have no idea how hardcore the Robocop and the Terminator fans are, man. They are devoted. Like I think, what was it? MK11? That had Terminator and Robocop as with playable characters. I'm pretty sure. And those did pretty well. Maybe it's MK10.
Let me look it up.
Alright, fine. Yeah, will.
Sorry about that.
Hey guys.
Yeah,
oh,
he
hey.
was in Mortal Kombat 11. All right.
Yep, and also
Okay,
and also Rambo.
Get on that side.
Okay.
Jordan, if you could stand up.
Okay, stand up.
As you can see...
I'm sure my butt.
No, don't show your butt. This is not that kind of channel.
Hello.
We have a guest with us.
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Xander. Unfortunately, it's not for something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Betty. Hold on to your butts. This is gonna be this is a gaming channel, and we talk about all kinds of games, and I feel like it would be inappropriate to not at least mention or at least acknowledge the passing of the creator of the King of Games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kazuki Takahashi.
Yes.
He passed away last week.
Mm-hmm.
He was
The creator of
He
Yu-Gi-Oh!
was the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! And he was snorkeling off the shore of Nago, near the coast of Awa in Okinawa. And he was found by Japanese Coast Guard officers after a civilian reported his body floating in the water. His autopsy has shown that his body, he had been... Where is it? He had been attacked by a reef shark while snorkeling. And I think it's believed that this is what caused him to drown. So, he has touched a lot of people. Because he created Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is one of the most successful franchises.
Yeah, I mean.
And my favorite card game.
Oh yeah, I mean, growing up, Pokemon was for a while the dominant either game or card in terms of collectibles and collecting all kinds of cool looking monsters. And I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the only thing that came close to that. I know I don't want to spark any debates with the Digimon fans here, but
Or that one Yokai Watch fan.
Or the Monster Ranchers.
The Monster Ranch?
Yeah, that was a thing also in the 90s. They tried. They really tried to make that a thing.
Anyways.
But again, we don't want to dilute from this. This is a tragedy, and Mr. Takahashi was contributed a lot to both manga and to card games.
And anime.
Yeah.
He animated some of the scenes in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime.
And funny enough, I know we talk about a lot about card games and how popular that is. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga started off with a bunch of different kind of games.
Yeah.
Like solitaire, gambling, and
there was one game. There's the one where you stab a knife between fingers.
There's a name for that, but I can't think of it right now.
Oh yeah, the manga was wild.
Also, he was a big fan of D&D, and so in the manga, when the last arcs for Yami Yugi and all of his friends.
It was D&D, and he even created an entire thing for it. If people wanted to actually play it.
Completely cut him off.
Were we cut off?
Dice and Dragons.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know. No.
So the guy loved games and wanted us all to enjoy games. So let us talk about our favorite games, or maybe some of our favorite monsters from.
Want to go grab some of your favorite cards?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Give me a while.
Yeah.
Just grab a handful. Just grab 3.
I'll be basic and say, Dark Magician was cool. And of course, Dark Magician Girl.
Did you hear that voice crack? We got that on camera, guys. That was beautiful.
Xander's and mines.
Xander's.
Okay, because I was thinking, was that cracking when saying Dark Magician Girl? Am I turned back to 15? What was going on?
Dark Magician Girl.
Oh, yeah. Will you go to the prom with me, Dark Magician Girl?
But
you're my wife.
I remember when I was younger, I just caught a brief glimpse of Yu-Gi-Oh! On the TV. I specifically remembered the intro where his grandfather was trapped in
Yeah, that was certainly again, it's like obviously the what we got here in the U.S. was censored a lot, or they cut some.
It was
certain things out.
different.
Like, okay, there was a part in the anime where, like, obviously, like, Joey Wheeler, or he's known as Jonochi in the original Japanese, but yeah, we'll call him Joey Wheeler just for sake of us, Americans, Brooklyn Rage, all of our, so.
Chris, where the heck are we?
So basically, yeah, so Joey's sister obviously was sick, and the episode where, like, his condition was not, where her sister was not getting any better, but he didn't want to talk to his sister, he wanted to be all left alone, but, like, Joey's friends came up, like, in the original anime, his friends came up to him into the beach and actually got into a fist fight with him just to try and get him to, for him to not be afraid anymore, for him to face the courage to see his sister again. Unfortunately, the American version, they decided to cut most of that out and just say, oh, we couldn't find Joey. Oh, we just now found Joey. And a lot of that catharsis, a lot of that emotional stuff, it's like, that's the thing, it's like, yeah, when it comes to stuff like, you'll be sent into the Shadow Realm and everything, like, and all that kind of stuff they'll show, but, like, and even then, like, there were times in the original anime where, like, characters were gonna die if they lost certain games. Like, they were gonna have their limbs cut off, or like, be, like, they'd be, like, that one with, like, the twins that, like, had fought, Yugi and Seto Kaiba on top of the building.
Oh, on top of the roof?
Yeah, and like in the original one, it was just going to be like, you lose this game, you'll
fall down.
You'll fall and die. You won't.
You'll be banished into the Shadow Realm.
They always use they'll use the Shadow Realm as like an excuse of like, oh, you won't really die, but your essence or your soul
looks like Jumbo. You're going to the Shadow Realm. I finally figured out what that meme means, and I have 4 blue eyes white dragons.
Yeah. It's so funny that like they actually got the voice actor for Hugh Neutron to say the meme.
Wait, really?
In the meme,
looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
They got him to do that.
Which is down the street.
Pegasus, the person that played him, Pegasus.
No.
No. The voice actor of Hugh Neutron.
Yeah.
The actor who did the voice of the man in that picture.
Oh.
From Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, well, because he does kind of sound like...
Jimmy's dad from Jimmy Neutron.
I know, but he does kind of sound like,
Pegasus?
Maximilian Pegasus from season 1.
I don't think that's the same voice actor, but I can
no, it's not the same voice actor.
Okay. Thank you for saving me some time.
So, Xander's brought me some of his favorite Yu-Gi-Oh!
I still have more, and I have all 4 Blue Eyes White Dragons, which I have very massive.
He's got a bunch of favorite cards, so we condensed it down to 6.
And if I could, because he told me to bring a stack, but not
I told you to bring 3, and you brought a stack. Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon.
Which is also signed.
Is it signed?
Yeah. It's very small, but you can see it. It's right there.
No, the camera's right there, buddy.
Yeah,
they won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
You guys won't be able to see it, but can you please zoom in? But look.
I think.
Do you see the?
I think the card that I love the most.
See, look, it's signed.
Sandy, let him talk.
Okay. So I think the card that I love, that nearly everybody loved, that was banned in certain tournaments, was Monster Reborn.
Oh, you mean this card?
That card.
Yeah, it's not banned. You can only have 1. Well, no, actually, I had 3 of my deck.
They have a.
Yeah, they have a limit to how many cards certain cards.
When I was a kid, when I was about your age, they banned it in a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, they've changed.
Yeah, it's very overpowered.
Because
you can be like,
it is.
Oh, you have Obelisk Tormentor? How about I borrow it?
Obelisk the Tormentor? You mean this one?
Yeah, originally I had like the collectible cards that you couldn't play that actually were like blue.
Which of the 3 Egyptian god cards do you think is the best, or like is the most useful?
Original, but the least useful is definitely all the Egyptian sun god, because I mean it is powerful, but it has so many problems with it. It doesn't really make it good.
He asked what the best was, not the worst.
I'm getting to it, okay?
My bad. Sorry, I'll be patient.
Slime vs. Slide Dragon was my original favorite, but
we're ranking the Egyptian gods here on Menu Heroes Digest.
Actually, I kind of want to do just the Yu-Gi-Oh! One.
Okay.
Can we do that? Can we please do it?
Sure.
We'll do that at some point.
Yeah,
Today's episode brought to you by Disney Plus's Moon Knight.
God dang it.
Man, you say that, but Khonshu would be a cool Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. Okay, have they made a Khonshu card? I hope they made a Khonshu card, because that one would be a really cool looking...
I also have this one.
Let me see that one. That is...
It's from a series.
Igus Heath, the true dragon warrior.
Yeah, but I also have
Yeah,
this one.
Wasn't there like a dark dragon magician?
Oh yeah, there's several of those.
Yeah,
We
that
have-
one had
yeah,
a
but
cool
just-
design.
but-
His blue eyes white dragon.
Okay.
And I have 4 of them. Originally, I had like 15 before all these cards disappeared.
Yeah, you know, think about it. I think
Because I always got like
Sander, let Jordan.
No, you finish. Go ahead. You finish.
I got like these
never
original
finished.
sets of like a bunch of the original like textured Blue Eyes White Dragons, Magic, and Dark Magician. Like I got like 10 sets of each, and they got me a lot of Blue Eyes White Dragons.
We got. Oh yeah, you say what you wanted to say, Jordan.
I say, like, the more I think about it, like, that one episode where it, like, Maximum and Pegasus created the toon versions of some of the Yu-Gi-Oh monsters.
Yeah.
I wish they did more of that. Like, honestly, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon is so cute.
Actually, there is 55 of Toon cards, but the book that he had in the series,
Yeah.
there's only one, and that was only won by the tournament champion, and there's only one in existence.
Okay.
So you cannot get that card.
Sanders over here.
I have
being
been
like,
actually here live on Menu Heroes. That's that is
actually,
something.
A
you went,
professional Yu-Gi-Oh player that prefers the
All
original
you had to
way.
do was just tilt your glasses, being like, actually, Jordan.
You're actually wrong.
But the one thing that
Oh,
I
God.
really do
What
not... Hold on, let me help you.
So we've
No, I'm
got
taking-
Swords of Revealing Light and Polymerization.
A very classic card.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, don't throw them.
I'm sorry.
Especially my blue eyes.
All
I'm sorry.
All
My precious.
right.
But you
I-
know what? This interaction, and I'll let you finish after this.
Yeah.
I feel like what happened right here, this is what the creator wanted.
Yeah.
I think
We're-
this is a great way to...
That, you know what? Us talking about it, having passion and love, and just
Having
reflecting
some
on the
laughs.
best moments of Yu-Gi-Oh, whether it be the game, whether it be from the card games or from the show. Yeah. Like it's great.
This is what he wanted. It's a great
Does-
way to continue his legacy.
Okay.
And I make my own decks. I don't use anyone else's
Okay,
version.
okay. It's Jordan's
Okay.
turn.
I mean, are we wrapping this up, or are we?
Yeah,
moving?
let's wrap this
Okay,
up.
I'll say
This
one
is-
more thing. I remember the day that Yu-Gi-Oh was supposed to be released. Y'all know which day it was supposed to be?
What day?
September 11th,
no.
2001 was when Yu-Gi-Oh was supposed to be premiering here in the
no.
U.S. But
What?
obviously, when what happened,
9/11.
they had to move
I don't-
it
That
to
was
the next
9/11.
week.
I don't get it.
I remember.
What's 9/11?
You don't know what 9/11 is?
No!
This is like the worst time to tell me you don't know what 9/11 is. It was when... It was like one of the few terrorist attacks that happened on
Oh.
American soil.
Yeah, and I remember being in school when the teachers told us, like,
I don't.
oh yeah. Well, I was still like
I was a baby.
I was in I would say elementary school when that still happened.
I
or
was like 3 years old, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember the teachers telling us, like, oh yeah, this thing happened in New York, and
But the teachers are just like, "Hey kids, a bunch of people died."
well, no, it was right before it was right before lunch. We were just being kids and just like getting ready. We're like, oh my god, when school could be over? Ugh, I want to go to lunch. I'm hungry. And then the teacher had to say to us, being like, kids, I need to let you know of this terrible thing that happened in New York. It just happened an hour ago, and just want you to let you know about what's
Why
happening.
didn't Superman save them?
Stop. This was a serious thing. I
So
did.
yeah, that's your fun fact of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was going to be released either on 9/11 or the week of 9/11, and then they just says, no, we got to push this back to next week.
I did see a video, and you won't hear me say respect for George Bush much. You can go, buddy.
Yep, yep.
Love you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Xander.
Okay,
It's
thank
always
you.
a joy having you on.
Yes. Bye bye.
I saw this clip of George Bush, and he said "rest in peace" as he ran off. Where it shows him the moment he was told that the towers got hit. He was reading a book. He was reading
Oh,
to
yeah,
an
I do
elementary
remember that,
class, and instead of stopping, he kept reading to them because he knew that was what they needed. I was like, I can respect that.
Yeah. I mean,
I can not respect a lot of what he did. but I can
there is a
respect
long
that.
list of things that we just cannot ignore about President Bush, but at the very least, there were some moments where he was where at least he was trying.
At least he wasn't Trump.
That is so weird that...
It's hilarious that you called him President Bush.
Well,
but we call
former
Trump,
President Bush,
We
sorry.
call Trump. We don't call him President
My
Trump.
brain
We call
went
him
back to
Trump.
2005. I'm sorry.
You know, at least Bush didn't try to cause an insurrection. But that's besides
Yeah.
the point. Anyway, rest in peace, Takahashi.
I'm sorry we had to mention politics during your... We're supposed to keep politics out of, memoriams, Steven.
Oh well. Politics are coming back.
Yeah.
So who's ready to get an abortion? None of the Americans, that's who.
Yeah.
We're not even going to touch the 10-year-old case.
Oh, God.
Because, very
Everything
angry
about that upsets me. Every single thing about that. And how officials in Ohio are handling this, it just...
We cannot get
me.
into it.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to make us too mad.
It's too much.
I'm
But,
already, all embroiled.
But I think there's a reason that itch.io chose $10. I think they purposely chose that amount of dollar amount for that reason.
I didn't realize. I didn't put that together.
My brain is like
Your
moving.
brain's like, that's gotta, it's usually like...
That's the only thing that makes sense. Makes total sense.
So itch.io has pulled together a massive bundle of games.
Mm-hmm.
It's over $3,000 worth of games.
Oh, yeah.
For $10, and this is in light of Roe versus Wade being overturned. 100% of the proceeds will go to the National Network for Abortion Funds, their collective power fund, which moves money directly to abortion funds across 20-plus United States. Especially in the South and Midwest, which are the red states.
Yeah, they're the ones that are... that were already planning on banning it the moment it was overturned.
They had the green light.
Yeah.
And, there's over 700 games in it.
Mm-hmm.
And, I gotta admit, it's amazing how itch.io pulls together stuff like this.
Yeah.
And the creators of the games will pull together.
Yeah, man, it's like the internet is like a double-edged sword. It can hurt you, but also it can be helpful and useful. And this is an example of the internet doing some good.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be a fool to say the internet's evil. Well, completely evil. It has done a lot of good, and it's done a lot of harm.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it's gonna be. That's just how...
we live in a society, Stephen.
We live in a society.
And the internet is that society.
We do what we can. Yeah. We do what we must.
Yeah. So,
God, don't read my ads.
And that's you, many itch.io creators out there, and by all means, I'm going to be spending my $10 trying to, buy some of these games. And hopefully those all go to causes that can actually help, those who need, need this. Just going out and vote ain't doing much. Hasn't done much so far. Sam just took a Lunchable. We're not sponsored. We are not sponsored by Lunchables, nor are we sponsored by Pops or by Tootsie Roll Pop. But it's really good.
Give me just a minute. I gotta finish up this email.
So, anyway, Tootsie Rolls. How many lists can I get to center before Steven is finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, Unity.
7. Ah, dang it! I thought for sure I was gonna get to the center.
A 1, a 2,
a 3. Ah.
Did you hurt yourself?
I mean, thankfully I didn't really, but it's like
okay.
I knew I would have if I kept biting.
Yeah, it would have been. I mean, I would have been concerned, but it would have been funny.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been real funny if just part of my tooth broke and I bled out on this carpet.
Oh, stop. We're a family-friendly channel. And because we're family-friendly, I will allow you to cover this story.
Oh, good.
This story was extremely boring.
Dang it, I was actually going to enjoy my little Tootsie Roll Pop. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're a sucker.
Okay. I am the biggest sucker. I am. Okay, where was I?
It's not
Where
Pride Month
the
anymore.
frick was I? Okay. So, Unity. You probably played an internet game that had to use Unity engine or to power it. So it's just you didn't really think about it. Yeah. You didn't think about like this is a company, like many other companies, that will screw over its employees if it has a chance to.
I was positive Unity was owned by Epic Games. I thought it was just a game.
I mean, you'd be forgiven to think that because
It's
Epic is a massive company.
Well, Epic hosts Unreal Engine in there. Oh wait, I'm dumb
You're thinking
butt.
Unreal. You're thinking.
Shut up! We're cutting this part.
What about me?
No, this whole time I'm like, why aren't they mentioning Epic Games? And then I realized, then it just dawned on me while I was saying Unreal Engine. I'm like, oh, I'm just stupid.
They're not. Yeah.
I'm just dumb. Continue.
Hey, you make mistakes just like everybody else. Okay.
Everybody makes mistakes.
You are the internet. Your brain is the internet, Steven. It's fine. Okay. So basically, game engine maker Unity has plans on acquiring Iron Source, which is like an ad tech firm that's like, plans on doing all this like, leading businesses, platforms, and empowering, mobile content creators to turn their apps into scalable, successful businesses and all that, gobbledygook.
Just a bunch of buzzwords.
Yeah, just trying to be like, we're a leading innovator. We're here to like help innovators like really craft their business and really help grow their stocks and everything. So that's the thing Unity's trying to do right now. And naturally, a lot of the employees, especially ones whose jobs are on the line, who've been around for the company for a long time, aren't too happy about this because, like, and again, they're talking about laying off a lot of people, and this whole thing of just buying this and buying Weta Digital, which is a visual effects company that has done work for like Avatar and the Lord of the Rings films for about $1.6 billion. And also the game streaming platform Parsec, they bought that for $300 million. But man, some employees, man, they're still worried about their job of like how long they're going to be there. Yet the company seems to be doing just fine. Buying all these various like other companies, these other massive companies. Again, these big film companies and everything. It's crazy. So, just again, the spending strategy, has not offered any job protection for existing staff members. And as I said, it was just last month, Unity had laid off 4% of its workforce, totaling hundreds of staffers across departments. Following the layoffs, employees questioned and expressed frustration about the company's priorities, and and according to one source from the Slack logins, viewed by Kotaku, because hey, you just can't keep sucking on that Kotaku lollipop there. My issue is not with those companies or any staff in those companies. You guys rock, one employee wrote in Slack channel following news of the latest month's layoffs. My issue is having the gall to pretend that we are a company with values like in it together when staff can't be bleeping thrown aside. And so
Sorry.
No. It's totally fine. So
it's old news.
Companies, big companies ripping off their employees. Yeah, you've heard it once or twice before. But have you heard the news of like the current CEO of Unity talking about his thoughts on his thoughts on like any company that doesn't monetize their priority? Yes, I know. But hey,
we're doing it live.
Let me say this right now. Steven brought in a couple at the last minute, so I get to do this. I get to do something
this is fine.
that is related to Unity. So, Unity CEO, John... I am so terrible with names. I apologize. John Rizzitello didn't mince words when it came to developers who might not utilizes Unity's new site to add tech, because you can... So, it's like, now it's kind of clear like why Unity bought this ad tech company, because they're hoping to add ads into any game that uses the Unity engine.
Oh, they want that sweet ad.
Yeah. Yep. And the CEO, Mr. Rizzitello, had some harsh words for mobile game developers who don't take monetization seriously. Let's see here. So I'm trying to find the actual quote. So, Ferrari and some of the other high-end car manufacturers still use clay and carving knives, Rattell said, but the necessities of making monetization an early priority. It's a very small portion of the gaming industry that works that way, and some of these people are my favorite people in the world to fight with. They're the most beautiful, pure... oh my god, this guy sounds like Trump. These are the most beautiful, pure, brilliant people. There's also some of the biggest effing idiots. There's a lot of swear words just thrown around.
Jesus. What did he say about Ferraris? That didn't make any sense.
I know.
You said... What? Please let me...
Here you go. Please. Try and make sense of what he tried to say. It just like... Because he's trying to use Ferrari as an example of a company that's like...
Oh, that's lagging behind.
Yes.
He's just... Oh, okay. Well, this makes a lot of sense. He previously served as EA's chief executive.
Of course he did! It makes total sense!
He sees a growing divide between game developers who massively embrace how to figure out what makes a successful product.
That quote, he speaks exactly like how Trump would speak. I swear to God. Swear to the Almighty.
My God.
Oh, man.
I mean, he's... The article points out that he does have a point to an extent because the mobile gaming market is so oversaturated. You know, it's easy to get lost in there. You need to make yourself stick out. And sometimes you do have to sell out so that you can make money. But he is just a piece of trash.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how right he is.
One of the main criticisms of mobile game companies is that they are very predatory. They will do anything they can to try and they have deliberately targeted people who have gambling issues or people who have potential gambling issues.
We call this microtransaction.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And it's in a way it's very sickening. It's very despicable.
Yes, but you've got to understand. No memes. We're in the middle of something.
Yeah, this is the serious part right here.
Xander.
I swear we will get
Actually,
to the
you know
jokes.
how funny this is?
Yeah.
No, look at what's in his hand. It's a dark saber. We were just talking about a previous EA executive, and guess who doesn't have exclusive rights to Star Wars games anymore? EA.
So perfect timing there.
Here, show it to the camera.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. That's Xander's dark saber.
I also got the sap that can basically make it into a ring throw, but I can't figure out how to work it out. But I can do quotes like "do it" or "orders" or "I am the saint" or basically almost anything.
Okay, you can go now.
Okay.
Be gone.
You are banished.
Hold on, I just want to say one more thing.
That's my line.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Y'all a bunch of scruffy-looking nerf herders, I swear.
That's like... Okay, but I've got a bad feeling about this. It's like Star Wars' catchphrase, I've noticed. It's like it's like every episode of the Clone Wars, they have to say that, or it's not a Clone Wars episode.
Yeah.
I can...
I think the other one is...
Go back to the dog.
Hold on, I'm trying to find one more thing. Hold on,
trying to
I'll
find
be
the
right
Imperial
back.
Mark.
Okay, yeah.
No, don't come back.
It's good music, by the way. It's really good music.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Greed. Corruption.
This episode is pure chaos. This is the pure chaos episode. I hope y'all hadn't missed this.
Hey, this is... I think he's in there using voice to text so he can find it.
Okay.
You don't understand. I tried to take a bath earlier and he stood outside of the door playing Star Wars sounds. He played Star Wars Christmas music. And I was like, what the heck? It was droids.
Okay, Xander, were you... Okay,
this is what he did.
No, I have to ask this, Xander. Did you find a clip of the Life Day episode of Star Wars? Were you playing that stuff?
No.
Oh, man,
I can also do Chewbacca.
No, go on.
I can do Chewbacca.
We have to finish this episode. It's almost been an hour.
Man, there was a half a second where I thought he'd...
Chewbacca and Christmas.
Can't not wait for Christmas to come. I'm gonna show
We've
it
got to
to him.
watch the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Watch it together,
We've
friends.
got to see it.
Anyway, let's talk about Power Wash Simulator so that we can get on out.
Is that if before all this, I would have thought this would be the craziest thing we talk about today, but no, we have delved into the chaos. We have delved into the dark side.
Anyway, yes, speaking of the dark side, let's get out and into the sun. So, this is a quick story. We're not going to spend too much time on it.
Yes.
Basically, Power Wash Simulator finally released for... it was out of the early access.
The long-anticipated, highly sought-after Power Wash Simulator.
Hey, people are buying it, so...
I'm not complaining. I'm not hating. I'm just like...
Xbox
okay,
Game
this
Pass.
is the thing. This is the thing you want, guys. This is what we're asking for. Okay.
So on the Xbox multiplayer, there's a issue where the game crashes.
A Power Wash game with multiplayer.
Yes, and you look at the sun, and that's what crashes it. It's because it's triggered by the lens flare, and
Of course it is.
They said it can be reduced by trying not to look directly in the sun and moving. This is not a great workaround. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're working on a hotfix. And I just think it's funny. It's like, don't look into the sun.
And the fact that he sent me that article that had the picture of Trump looking at the
during
sun
the solar
during
flare.
the solar eclipse. So it's like,
That was funny.
oh, what is this now? And I had to look at the whole thing. It's like, there's a Power Wash simulator being made. Like,
You didn't know about it. I've known
look,
about
man.
it.
I know there's simulators. There's Surgeon Simulator. There's Goat Simulator. I know there's all kinds of simulators, but
There's PC building simulators.
I thought you were gonna say PC Woke Mob Simulator.
No, computer building simulators.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I believe that. I do.
Power
believe that,
Wash Simulator, I can, imagine being more fun because I imagine it's physics based.
Man, the fun of sitting near.
Okay, no.
Sitting in a.
It's physics based, okay? Do you know how goofy you can get with physics based?
Of course I do, man.
Goat Simulator.
Yes, that is the example of how fun physics can be,
Goat
folks.
Simulator 3.
Yes.
Anyway, Wordle.
Yes.
My family is freaking obsessed with it. Used to be, I had to mute the group chat because I would see these green and yellow squares on my screen every morning.
I had a chance to play it. It's real fun. I'm not super obsessed by it, but I get it. I get the appeal.
And so, of course, Hasbro is creating a board game based on it. Won't be hard because it's pretty much a board game by itself. It'll probably it's gonna be $20, and it comes with a word list, tiles, all that stuff.
Okay, remind me. Does Hasbro own Scrabble?
Yes.
I'd imagine
And
it's the same. I'd imagine it'd be something in that vein.
It'll be based off. It'll be like their word-based games.
Yeah, sure.
And it'll be $20. I'll probably buy it, to be honest, because my family loves it.
Yeah, that's a fun thing we can try out.
Yeah.
Not for the channel, but just say it's just something personal.
Oh, why can't we do it for the channel, Jordan?
I didn't say we couldn't. I'm just saying. I thought you were gonna say I'm so tired of Wordle, man. I don't want to. Just yeah.
Let's talk about Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
She is coming out.
Oh, isn't she?
On October something. I don't remember the day.
Now I can pull up the lollipop.
Yes. God, no. Canceled. Never mind, we're talking about Nintendo now. So,
hey, Bayonetta is officially a Nintendo property.
That's right. So, Bayonetta, she's very hot.
She's got it going on.
She can be very adult. Her outfit is stunning, especially considering it's just her hair. Mm-hmm. And when she has to attack enemies with her hair, she is no longer covered in hair. You see where I'm going with this. Well, if you play Naive Angel mode, you won't see where I'm going with this, because they will put a shirt on Bayonetta to censor it.
Ah, dang it, no!
Although, people have pointed out that this is a good thing because it makes it more accessible to everyone.
But to me, what about my finished collection?
But you don't have to play with Naive Angel
I'm a
mode.
white male gamer. I'm the most oppressed person on the planet. And I need my nudity.
Oh my god. I have a bunch of sites for you, buddy. Anyways. There wasn't much to talk there, Makes her
well, the
little
trailer. I'd say the trailer.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I thought yes. So this is coming in connection with the trailer that came out. Basically, it just revealed it's coming out in October 28th this year, and it introduced some of the other characters showing up. I don't remember most of their names, but I think that the Knots Virgil, the punk rock female Virgil. I think her name is Valerie. I believe it is. I thought her design was nice, but I can imagine some people that are hoping for a Devil May Cry Bayonetta crossover. They looked at the back of. Yeah, I think her name is Valerie. Thinking, oh, Virgil's in this game. Oh my god! And then seeing it's her, it's like, God, dang it, no. I hope they don't hate her too hard on that. But I like her design, and there's a guy with a cowboy hat. Seemed kind of cool. But, yeah, I mean, basically, it's just showing the cool visuals and the cool combat that you can do with some of the summons. They're really focusing a lot on summons, and certain characters have their own unique summons.
That's cool.
Yeah, so by all means, it does look like a lot of fun.
I need to play Bayonetta at some point.
Yeah,
I'll make sure to play it on the TV in my grandma's living room.
It's still weird that this is a first-party Nintendo franchise, and which you could see that one day in Nintendo's animation series.
Yes, because Nintendo is buying an animation studio. So, if you know anything about Death Stranding, Persona 5, and Metroid Other M, you know they all have something in common. Dynamo Studios.
Yes. So let's be clear, they did the animation, the cutscenes for Metroid Other M. They had nothing to do with the plot.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are a CG animation and motion capture studio. And Nintendo just announced that they will be... Well, I say just. They announced on the Thursday.
They straight up just bought out everything involving Dynamo Studios.
On
they
the
have
14th.
100% complete control of the company now.
And it's called Nintendo Pictures.
Yes.
So, recently worked on motion capture for Persona 5, Nier Replicant, and Death Stranding. And created computer graphics for the likes of Ghost in the Shell, SAC 2045, Earwig and the Witch, and Pikmin short movies.
Yeah. I didn't see Earwig and the Witch. I do like a lot of Studio Ghibli stuff, but I did hear that was it's one of their lesser beloved of their things. But again, I'm sure I'll give it a fair watch, a fair shake. I don't think it's the animation that's the problem. Hopefully it's not the problem. But, yeah, I mean, we've seen many of their cutscenes and some of the animation, the in-game animation that's been that this company has been making, and by all means, it's good. And and also, it makes total sense. So that Nintendo would want this to make sure that not only I also would imagine they would make sure some of their games had real top-notch animation in there, but also this would be. They want to delve much more into animated films and
better animated stuff
yes.
than they used to do.
Yes.
That's the big key, guys. Better.
And while we're still not 100% sure, how is this Mario movie gonna turn out? If it's how well it will do, I'm sure Nintendo's still thinking of the long con of okay, if this is successful or if this does well, what other animated properties could, or what are things that could they animate and make into feature films?
Yeah.
So.
And the buyout is intended to be completed by October 3rd, so we won't know for a couple months.
Yes.
And that is all these stories we got for y'all today.
It is a lot.
Yes, and I guess that's not all the news I got, though. My mom and I, we've had a lot of changes since we've moved. We went house hunting, or an apartment. We went living hunting, and we compiled a list of places we wanted to live, and the first place on our list we got approved for, and a possible move-in date will be the end of this week.
All right.
Very exciting. So you might see Menu Heroes Digest in a new house.
Yes. So
or apartment.
If you we're sick of this couch and this brick wall, well, you're in luck, folks, because there'll be a whole new setting, a whole new world.
A whole new couch and whole new brick wall.
Yeah, life do be like that, though.
But that's not all. Mama also got a new car. Well, a used car, but it's new to us. It's an SUV. And this is actually the first thing this is the first big credit building purchase I've done as an adult. It's a little scary, and we're definitely going to be paying out way more than the car's worth. But that's how it happens when you got bad credit. Well, no, she's got fair credit. And I have no credit, basically. I've only been building it for 3 months. But basically, we've got a lot going on. I'm about to graduate college, and I start a new job tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday, because this is released on Sunday.
Yeah. Again, I know it's been over a week since we had an episode. You know, laws happen, but hey, you know, we do appreciate all y'all that do watch us.
Yes.
And do respond to us.
All 3 of our
And
viewers.
hey, yo, we love you, okay? We love you. We hope you can find some people who can watch our show and give us feedback.
Shill for us.
So we can improve and get better and, you know, like maybe pop up on like YouTube's like, you know, front page maybe one day. That'd be a dream.
Likely.
That's
We
the
can dream.
That is the dream.
And
Right.
Xander and I will be back with more gaming videos once I finish college. Just because finals are coming up. That's part of the reason why we haven't been releasing videos. It's just been a lot. Like, a lot.
And I think we've been talking about me finally getting recording stuff and finally doing some things for the channel, contributing.
He's wanting to do some more projects.
Yes.
We were working on the Batman thing. It kind of just fell through, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, and
And he listened to it again, and I guess you weren't happy with how it came out.
if we can if you want me to re-record again, I can try. With obviously like now seeing that the Batman came out and
it's
it'll-
not as relevant, but you know you can still do it if you want.
I mean, I think if we, that is a debate of like if we could do it, maybe before. Well, if we do that, maybe before Black Adam or whatever DC project is coming, I can imagine it.
We can always find a way to make it relevant. The point is, we've got a lot of things we want to do.
Yes.
We've got a lot of things we have to do first. Though,
Yes.
Because real life does take priority,
Mm-hmm.
but this channel is not being neglected. Okay.
Yeah.
I have plans for games I want to play with Xander, and I have games for oh my god. I have plans for games we want to play with Jordan over here.
Really?
Yes.
With moi.
One of them you already know about, Super Mario 3D World.
Yes.
One of them you don't know about, and I'm not telling you until we're
Well.
ready for you.
I have an idea of like what game I could be playing potentially.
Well, what game? What are you looking at? Mega Man?
Yeah, I mean,
You think I'm going to let you play Mega Man on this channel?
Why not?
Because I'm going to have to censor the heck out of you.
Come on, man.
Anyway,
Come on.
thank you for sitting through this long
Yes.
PSA.
Yes.
And
Yes.
until next time, stay cool.
And if the Mario movie is good, you know good well that they will do Star Fox. That's gonna be the thing because they want to chase that Sonic the Hedgehog money.
Yeah, they need
All right.
that furry bait money.
Hey.